Success doesn't really get into everyone's head after all. Don't you believe us? Well, meet seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, who will amaze you with his soft-spoken personality. Today we explore the life journey of Lewis Hamilton and tell you how he's an amazing softie at heart. Born as Sir Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton on 7 January 1985, he's an incredible British racing driver presently competing in Formula One by representing Mercedes. You'll be spellbound to know that in Formula One, Hamilton has triumphed a joint record 7 World Driver Championship titles associated with Michael Schumacher and carries the record for majority of wins, 103, pole positions, 104, and podium finishes, 196. So what makes the British Formula One star so special from his contemporaries? Well, one cannot deny his role in getting Formula One's global acclaim by appealing to a huge viewership outside the sport, mainly because of his high-profile living standards, environmental and social activism, and exploration in music and fashion. Undoubtedly, Hamilton has also become a well-known advocate in support of activism to battle racism and promote more diversity in motorsports. He deserves all the applause, and that's why Hamilton was ranked in the 2020 release of Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential personalities in the world, and was knighted in the 2021 New Year Honors. Astounding, isn't it? Well, there is more to his list of achievements, so stay tuned. During the 2022 season, Hamilton was partnered by George Russell in place of departing Bottas. Interestingly, the season witnessed important changes in technical regulations. For instance, in the preseason testing in Bahrain, Mercedes launched its zero-side pod car design, which was quite different from that of its competitors. The Mercedes W13 underwent porpoising at an extreme level early in the season that restricted the potential of the car. At the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Hamilton deemed the car undrivable. In the first half of the season, Hamilton was comparatively low on points compared to George Russell. This is despite having been engaged in the process of the W13. He had to be involved in the experimental car setups until the British Grand Prix. As his car development contributions were completed, he was able to play in a far better way. Hamilton got more podium finishes and championship points than Russell in the second half of the season. During the season, Hamilton created records like most consecutive seasons with at least one podium finish, most consecutive seasons with at least one lap led, most races with a single constructor, most Q3 appearances, most top 10 finishes, and most checkered flags reached at the Monaco Grand Prix. Most podium finishes at a single circuit, most points scored at the Monza circuit, and most podium finishes at the United States Grand Prix. By the end of the season, Hamilton gained 9 podiums, but didn't attain a race win or pole position in a season. Well, this is the first time that it happened in his Formula One career. Shocking, isn't it? But don't lose hope, as he finished in 6th place in the Drivers' Championship, merely 35 points behind Russell, who finished 4th. It showed Hamilton's determination and grit to qualify for higher grid positions, and he went on to score more podium finishes than Russell. Mercedes began the 2023 season with worries over their competitive attitude with Hamilton, mentioning that they were not where they wanted to be after preseason testing. He ranked 5th in the opening race in Bahrain, which is over 50 seconds behind the winner Verstappen. Hamilton accomplished his first podium of the season in Australia to extend his own record. After back-to-back podium finishes in Spain and Canada, he fought from 7th on the grid to take 3rd position at his home race at Silverstone. On 31st August 2023, Hamilton was assigned a 2-year contract to stay with Mercedes during the 2025 season. Not just Hamilton, but even George Russell was made a part of the 2-year extension, thus keeping Mercedes driver pair intact. Hamilton's performance has won several hearts. He even received an appreciation post on social media on his sportsmanship skills. Mario Andretti, 1978 world champion, shared a heartfelt appreciation on social media, mentioning how the Lewis Hamilton Masterclass was the best in every manner. He mentioned how Hamilton is a champion who wins most days and shows the globe how to behave and stay composed when situations aren't favorable to you. In his words, Hamilton is a symbol of strength, control of spirit, role model. Despite all the success that Hamilton enjoys, he's ensured to keep his feet on the ground, not get carried away by glory. Well, Lewis Hamilton has indeed a soft-spoken personality that sets him apart from other British Formula One stars. His relationship with his 2 mothers prove it all. Well, are you surprised? It's true that Hamilton shares a special bond with both his mothers. Lewis has 2 mothers. One is his biological mother, Carmen Larballestier, and the other is his stepmother, Linda Hamilton. While talking about the influence of his motherly figures in his life, the Mercedes racer expressed his gratitude towards both of them. He said, "I have 2 moms. My biological mom, she's the one that taught me about empathy and warmth and compassion for others in the world. And I was lucky enough to have a second mother, my stepmom Linda. I'm just so grateful that I had them both with me all of the way. In 2021, during Mother's Day before the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Lewis sent a special day home to celebrate the occasion. He really made a special move by announcing that he would be adding his mother's name to his. His official name now incorporates the Larbelestier name in addition to his middle name. Explaining the decision, he said that he is really proud of his family's name, which is Hamilton, but no one knew at the time that his mom's name was Larbelestier, and he is glad to honor his mom by adding Larbelestier in his full name. He really wanted his mom's name to continue on with his Hamilton name. He also mentioned how he already had his granddad's name from his dad's side in him, Davidson. So he just wanted to ensure that his granddad's name from his mom's side is also part of his full name. When he shared the news with his biological mom, she was very happy, proud, and emotional too. He later added, "I spent Christmas with all of my immediate family. My mom, my stepmom, my dad, my two sisters, my brother. I thought it was a long time. I've always been very, very close to my parents, and both moms have always been absolutely incredible. Thanks to them, I've grown up with so much respect for women." Let us take a glance at the early life of Lewis Hamilton. Lewis was born in a mixed-race family. Yeah, you heard it right. His birthplace is in Stevenage, which is a quiet English town north of London. However, 2 years after his birth, his father, Anthony Hamilton, and Larbelestier decided to separate. Lewis lived with his biological mother until the age of 10, while his father got married to Linda. Although Lewis lived with his mother, he began karting at a small age of 8 in 1993. Later, he moved on to live with his dad and stepmom, Linda Hamilton. His racing career took off majority after that decision. At the age of 13, Lewis joined the McLaren Young Driver program. This made him the youngest driver to be appointed by the team. His father served as his manager until 2010. Although Hamilton's biological mother, Carmen Larbelestier, has always been away from the spotlight for most of the professional career, she's appeared in some of the most important races of the 7-time world champion. He often shares sneak peeks on social media about the quality moments he spends with his mom. Apart from sharing a great bond with both his moms, Lewis has always maintained a high-profile presence on social media with his humility and always thanked his fans and followers for supporting and inspiring him. Lewis has become a colorful personality who enjoys a celebrity lifestyle like others. But despite having great fame and fandom to handle that of any other F1 driver, Lewis continues to win people's hearts. As his former teammate and rival, Nico Rosberg, once had observed, Lewis is one of the best of all time. The 7-time world champion once shared how he was determined to continue his career after he had a short debate with himself. "It won't be forever, but something inside was telling me, you're not done yet. You gotta keep pushing. You got more to do, more to achieve, on and off the track." He accepted that his dedications to promote social causes and his strong inner strength was quite exhausting for him. However, they were also the sources of energy that were required to stay on the game. He also revealed that at some stage in his life, he would want to have a family, which will be his entire focus, but at present, he's happy being in Formula One with Mercedes. Did you like watching the video of one of the most down-to-earth sports personas in the world? If you have any comments to share with us, don't miss to hit comments. You can click on like and subscribe to our channel.